following program is a production of Kaua'i Community Media.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Kaua'i County Council Recap. I'm your host, Olivia, and welcome to your quick and engaging dive into what's going down at the Kaua'i County Council. Today, we're going to be talking about the meeting from last week on April 23rd, 2025, one that was filled with local pride, passionate testimony, and a whole lot of love for farmers markets. Let's dig in. The star of this week's meeting was Bill 2951. It's a proposed amendment to Chapter 8 of the Kaua'i County Code that would allow commercial artisan events to operate more freely within county park areas or areas that are not zoned for commercial activity. This includes events tied to athletic games, fairs, concerts, but it was in response to the Princeville farmers market getting shut down earlier this year. We featured this issue before 4 months ago when the Princeville farmers market was shut down. Supporters say it's about empowering local families and entrepreneurs. Opponents, well, they fear a slip into over-commercialization, like turning paradise into something they called Tijuana or a Bali Bazaar. Let's hear that public testimony. Testifiers turned out in force to support Bill 2951, and their voices painted a picture more vibrant than any slideshow. Steve Fraley, a longtime Moloa'a Noni farmer, stated that farmers markets are his lifeline to meet new customers, especially tourists hungry for products made in Hawaii. After COVID-19, he realized how critical local markets were to keeping his online business alive. Billy Carter of Kaua'i Gourmet Nuts tackled critics head-on, dismissing fears that the bill would turn Kaua'i into a tourist trap. He emphasized that markets are already self-regulated and not havens for trinket peddlers. We also heard from 14-year-old Holden Hansen, a vendor in training.
My name is Holden Hansen, and I'm 14 years old. I am a vendor at the farmers market, and my family sells embroidered patch hats. I support bill number 2951. Me and my 11-year-old sister spend a bit of our week preparing for the farmers market. We set up each time, count our inventory, manage our sales, and talk to all the people who come to our booths. I have learned to chat from people who come all the way from around the world and visit our market, and I enjoy being at the market a lot. I hope there can be a peaceful resolution as I am ready to get back to work soon and keep on selling hats. Halo Kia Juliana Vivo.
What was your first name again?
Customers talk about young entrepreneurs learning real-life skills. His mom, Lisa Hansen, summed it up. The market gave her kids an education she could never pay for, and that's saying something in Hawaii. Then there was Lauren Taylor Davis, an artist who left the island for 13 years to pursue a creative career, only to return and find opportunity in the local market circuit. These venues, she said, made the dream possible. And who could forget Spencer Mack, a regenerative sugarcane farmer from Moloa'a. His message: these markets are vital spaces to sustain local economies and ecosystems. A boon, not a burden. It's not just about commerce. It's about identity, sustainability, and community resilience. Bill 2951 is the county's attempt to strike a balance between regulation and support to keep the markets local, vibrant, and legal. There were concerns about overuse of parks, scheduling conflict, and potential commercialization, but the overwhelming message from residents: keep it authentic, keep it Kaua'i. But that wasn't the only passionate discussion of the day. The council also passed Resolution 2025-25, opposing Young Brothers' proposed increase in shipping rates. With shipping such a critical lifeline for island residents and businesses, council members expressed strong concern about the impact on already struggling families.
How can we sustain that? I mean, we complain about the price of eggs now. We complain about the price of milk, and it's unfortunate. We are not the continental United States. We cannot truck our groceries. We gotta ship them all in. And people are already stretched thin. You heard a lot of people today, right? They're verge of bankruptcy because their income was stopped because their marketplace was shut down. We would add to that. We'll add to that burden. So I'm going to support it. And the reason the resolution is a policy statement.
The resolution passed with one council member voting no, making a clear statement. Enough is enough. The burden of the shipping costs can't always fall on the people. From park spaces to pork prices, this meeting was a reminder that public policy is deeply personal. Bill 2951 raised questions about culture, commerce, and zoning, and Resolution 2025 raised eyebrows and voices about corporate accountability. So what happens next? The council is going to deliberate, and there may be some amendments to the farmers market bill, but if community passion were a vote, this bill already has passed with flying colors. So, in order to get those updates, be sure you subscribe and share this episode with your auntie who loves kikaha papayas, or your cousin selling kai-dai in Honolulu. Until next time, stay informed, stay involved, and stay rooted. Bye-bye.
Ho'ike Kaua'i Community Media's president and CEO is Allegra Gaines. Administrative assistant, Leiko Someda. Production and education services by Roger Olson. Production and IT services by Max Richardson. News and events producer, Trisha Allen. County producer and social media manager, Olivia Franco.